Welcome guys. Today we're going to be looking at how to calculate an unknown angle. So we should have by now looked at how to find an unknown side. So you'll see in this triangle here, we know two of the sides. We could, if we wanted to, actually no we couldn't. We could use Pythag to find out this side here. Without an angle we can't use trig to work it out. And you'll see the reason for this is that we don't have an angle there. So we know that this is 90 degrees. All the triangles we're working with are right angle, so that's common. But what we're going to look for today is how to find that angle right there. Okay, so it works really similar to lots of other trig. We use our Sine rules, same way as we would normally. So we look at what we've got. That's our reference angle. From there, we've got an opposite side and a hypotenuse. And we should recognize this as being our sine rule. Now we don't know the angle, so we're going to stick to calling that theta. And we know that that is equal to the opposite over hypotenuse. So we would put 6 over 10. Now, when we have an unknown on this side, we can do things like flip the top to the other side if we don't know what the bottom is, or multiply if we don't know what the top is to get that on its own. But over here, even though sine looks like it's multiplying the theta, technically it's not as clear cut as that. What we need to do here is we need to take the inverse of the function. So the inverse of sine is simply the button on your calculator looks like that. Okay, so we take the inverse of sine for both sides. So sine of the -1, and that'll cancel out those two, and that'll leave us with theta equals inverse of sine times to the 6 over 10. All right, so we can jump over here and perform that. So if we take second function, go down to sine, you see it comes up there with sine to the -1, and we can put in 6 over 10 and close our brackets. Now if you don't want to use, or you don't can't find the fraction button on your calculator, you can just do 6 divided by 10. That'll give you the same answer. And it asks for it to the nearest degree, so we'll write this out. So theta is equal to 36.87. Now the nearest degree is to that place there, so theta is equal to 37 degrees. The 8 rounds that up. Okay, hopefully that's a nice short one. If you have any of the others, it works exactly the same. So if it was cosine of theta equals adjacent over the hypotenuse, you'd do the same. You'd end up with theta is equal to inverse cosine of A over H. Okay, work it out exactly the same way. Hope that helps, gang. Have a good day. See ya.